Hail, adventurers! Welcome back to the Wyvern's Lair. I am Dungeon Master Wyvern, returning to the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, here with Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader and the good folks at the adventuring party. I can't wait to dive in. There's been a lot of great news from Owlcat Studios about what they are planning in the way of supporting Rogue Trader, and also their next great CRPG, Dark Heresy. So if those of you who may have missed the great announcement from Owlcat Studios and information off the back of that announcement from our friend Slandered Gaming, this summer we can look forward to the next expansion for Rogue Trader. That's exciting. I'm glad to see that Owlcat is going to broaden and deepen what's already incredibly deep 40k experience with what you have right out of the box with Rogue Trader and our current Void Shadows DLC. So there's just grim dark horizons ahead, storming in disguise of further adventures for veteran Rogue Traders out there, and Rogue Traders who are still sort of on their first maiden voyage like myself. So the great news there, Dark Heresy, a standalone game apart from Rogue Trader, looks very intriguing. Everyone loves a good Inquisitor story, or the ability to play an Inquisitor character, and it looks like Dark Heresy will allow Warhammer 40,000 role-playing gamers to do exactly that. So a lot to look forward to in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, especially when it comes to the computer role-playing game genre from a great studio like Owlcat. But for tonight, we will be resuming our adventures in Rogue Trader. So, with that introduction out of the way, let's head over to the game, shall we? Alright, there we go. Rogue Trader. Our adventures in Rogue Trader. So, with that introduction out of the way, let's head over to the game.
And pop 15 feet across the room.
Lenthal, you just know how to make an entrance.
Yeah, he sure does really like that joke that he only gets to bust out every 6 weeks.
I love it. I just don't know how he times it so well.
I mean, I listened for the da-dum, da-dum in Discord.
Hey, I love how you hip pocket those things, Lenthal. You know how we do it here at the virtual tabletop. We go right down and we check in with all the fellow adventurers. Of course, beginning with, I our butt plug storyteller, Linthal. Why don't you kick us off, Linthal? How have you been? Victories in the real world, virtual worlds, rants and rages.
Victories in the real world are that I'm alive and here and, still employed and all those pluses. In the virtual world, nothing much, nothing major. So.
Hey, those are good victories. These are the most unusual of times. So, those savor the small victories of the day, Linthal. They add up to big wins. Glad you're here. I missed you guys. I legitimately did. I've been looking forward to this evening for quite some time. Over to your husband, Punishment Doof. You know how it works.
Yeah, I do. First off, DM, it's good that I've noticed that you pull us in to let Linfall pull his little stunt about 5 minutes after the start of the stream. So, DM, what tends to happen in the first 5 minutes of a stream for certain YouTubers of certain programs?
Wait, I'm missing this. Where are you going? What's going on?
I'm trying to congratulate you for being part of the partner program and Linfall doing his damnedest to make you get demonetized instantly off the partner program.
I never said where that butt plug came out.
I have a funny story about that. So
you're talking about the butt plug. It's actually
hey. You know what? We can have all this entire session can be a conversation about butt plugs and how you can get the best use of them. But I got a funny story regarding becoming a YouTube partner. So I've actually been a YouTube partner since basically the end of last year. It hasn't really meant all that much for myself as a content creator. I do appreciate people who've been able to, occasionally tie to the Mega Dungeon or, join the lair and help build the Mega Dungeon, like Gone Soulfire as a Green Dragon, the lair, and Morn as a Drake. But so what happens is once you become a partner, you basically have to, Google/YouTube sends you a piece of mail with a pin that you need to actually sort of input within a pretty broad range of time. It's like 3 or 4 months upon making partner. It's something to do with verifying yourself with the AdSense program. Anyway, so I made partner. That piece of mail got sent out. I just sort of, it kind of just went out of sight, out of mind. I know I should have followed up on it because I didn't receive it when, after the first month. I should have known better. So sure enough, I get a notice just a couple of days ago saying you can no longer monetize your channel. So I thought, well, here's the thing. So all's well, but basically all monetization features, all membership options, and memberships themselves have been paused till I get another piece of mail from YouTube/Google with that pin. So I put in a second request, and I'm actually going to reach out to the post office to make sure that I have my carrier go ahead and track that. And hopefully once I get that in hand and get verified, the channel features will come back to life. But it has been really exciting, becoming a YouTube partner for my tiny channel here. Hold on one second. I'm actually having real problems with Discord, Bidoof and Linthal. Let me just go ahead and try to quit out and restart it because it's coming up as a blank screen for me at the moment.
That's not good.
Nope. So I got
full. It was doing that for me the other night.
Really?
So I think that's when I was trying to stream the Lorabo stuff, it kept blacking out on Discord, like the whole screen went black.
Oh, okay, got you. You gotta tell me a little bit about that when we head into the adventure here.
There's nothing to tell. Like I was too tired to properly do it and quit after like 10 minutes because I was just.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I got it back. Good.
I was about to say, did you want us to come up with witty banter to distract the viewership?
No, we're good. I do want to say, Philosopher's Rex, what the heck are you doing in the Stygian Abyss? Why aren't you in Discord with us?
He's still working.
Oh, he's still working. That sucks.
Yeah.
According to what I saw on Discord, yes.
Gotcha. That sucks, Rex. I'm sorry you can't join us, but I'm glad you could pop in and say hello live on stream there in the Stygian Abyss. Well, let's. Oh yeah, I don't think Bidoof, were you done with your check-in?
I congratulated you on the partner program, and then it started a whole other thing.
Okay, I guess we can say that that's done then. Let's go ahead and create a
Yeah.
lobby. Choose a save. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna follow up by saying, yeah, everything's kind of been largely fine on my end. It's been a pretty busy season for me, as Linfall can attest to. I've been kind of working overtime the past couple of weeks, so that's great.
Hopefully, it leads to bigger paychecks.
I mean, it did lead to a little bit of a bump, and
Good.
but really the main thing was I charged basically every dinner I had for a week to the company because
You were working those
why
kind of
not?
hours. Yeah, why not? And you were working those kind of hours. That totally makes sense to me.
My
Well-
boss actually asked me about. It's like, man, he framed it as like, you've been such a good sport about this, and I'm like, yeah, well, you're paying me overtime, and also you're paying for my dinner, so that's
Good in my
I
books.
really, I'm not really going to complain too much. The only thing is, this is just going to be the ultimate of first world problems. The problem with the white collar worker. When you're thinking like, oh man, if they're going to comp my dinner, I'll just go and, especially since like the limit's usually like $40-50 on a dinner. For one person, you could kind of eat really well off of that. And you think like, oh, maybe I should go out and do something nice. And then it hits you that, no, you could do that. You could take like an hour to eat your dinner, but then you have to get back to the office and still actually do the thing that you're actually working overtime for. So you could do that and then just show up at home even later than you already wanted.
That is definitely that is a conundrum and a true white collar problem. But in any case, I'm happy that they have at the very least compensated your dinners along with the overtime. We got Rex saying, "Have you guys been playing Expedition 33?" It's hard to escape news about Expedition 33, Rex. By all accounts, it's a fantastic take on the JRPG genre. I'm sure Bidoof has been playing it. How have you been finding the game, Bidoof?
Okay, I do agree with the assessment. I'm not terribly far yet. Think I'm from what other people have told me, I'm nearing the end of Act 1. It is an excellent game. I think so far it is the game of the year. I'm not going to go out on a limb yet and say it's like the greatest of the games I've ever played in the past few years. I think that's still Metaphor Refantasio.
Fair. Rex, you're very much missed. Philosopher's Rex, part of the adventuring party, who is apparently working late over there on their end in Canada. I hope that your employer is getting your dinner like they did for Punishment Doof here. But Doof, quick and Linthal, this is a question for you both. While we're waiting for other members of the adventuring party to filter in through the evening, we have we have two characters. I'm not so sure who has a preference on them. We have Argenta and Pascal. Would be great if
I could take the character I usually do with Cassia, and I don't mind taking Pascal.
Perfect. Okay,
we play him more as a ranged character anyway.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and grab Heinrich in the meantime, and off we go. So we are here in the Electric Cenobium. Let me go ahead and read the quest update here. Gleam of the Final Dawn. Interrogator von Calix headed to the monastery of the Adaptus Mechanicus that guards the sacred Arcuteco reactor. According to Governor Medina, rebel forces have been spotted in the vicinity. The rogue trader needs to head to the region to assess the situation and locate the agent of the Inquisition, which we have done. And now we're sort of exploring further into Cenobia and trying to find out what exactly happened here. Something that catches us up. Any questions before we get underway?
None so far. You got through that area. That's kind of annoying to deal with. Well, it's probably less annoying It's probably less annoying when you have multiple people playing.
Oh, I remember now.
It's not that fun on single
This is a
player.
big
Alright,
fight.
let's
This is a
focus.
huge fight. I remember. I mean, take a look at this orb here. The bodies of the careless cultists have been thoroughly fried by an arc of the motive force. All right, Linthal,
DM?
you haven't played through this. Yes, yes, Bidoof.
You called that an orb, right?
I did.
It's a monocle, you know.
I know, but in my in the dev studio that I worked at, they call all of these sort of like clickables orbs, if you
Well,
will.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hey,
I
we
wasn't
got
aware.
traveling gypsy
So-
Tarot saying, please hit the
So
like button.
Fireforge is in the portal.
Should we let him in? What do you guys think? Yeah,
I don't know.
He was tardy.
yeah, he was.
Right,
Okay,
but
all right,
I
okay,
guess.
fine. I guess we should. Fireboy says
Give-
yes.
And being a decent
The
parent,
Stygian
so
Abyss.
we can't really hold it against him.
Oh my goodness, this priorities business, Fireforge. Come on,
it's just
your
fun to give him
kids
shit.
or some strange guy in a green skull mask. I mean, jeez. Priorities, Fireforge. Priorities. What can I say?
Yeah, let those brats rot. You know, it's all about the skull mask.
Fireforge, did you manage to catch Linthal charging in with the butt plug joke right at the top of the stream?
He was just wanting to talk about his favorite Transformer.
I think
that's
Fireforge
it,
is
people.
fighting to get at his mic here. Fireforge, what's up, brother? We can't hear you. Either that or we thoroughly offended him, and he's about to hop out of Discord again in a huff and quit the adventuring party.
I wouldn't.
How about that? There it goes.
There you go, loud and clear. Fireforge, my good
There
friend.
we are. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Welcome back to the virtual tabletop. You know how it works here, Fireforge. Whether it's Rogue Trader or Ultima Online, victories in the real world, virtual world, rants or rages, my friend. What's your update for us?
I just got back from my yearly Memorial Day trip. Posted some pictures of some of the catches from this weekend, and it was a good time. Good time getaway. Had a pretty nice weekend. Not super warm, but warm enough to be comfortable. It was good to be up there and away from the clatter and clang of the usual work.
It looked beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Fireforge. I just sent you the code to join the. There he is.
There
All
I
right,
is.
off we go. Well, welcome. It's been long overdue. I was telling Bidoof and Linthal how excited I was to get back into it. Let's see what we can do. Let's try and make good use of our 2 hours here and really make some progress in Rogue Trader and Baldur's Gate. What say you all?
I mean, we could try.
Yes.
Hey, sounds good to me.
Let's go.
If we must.
We must make progress. Otherwise, we'll be playing Rogue Trader by the time Dark Heresy comes out.
That's inevitable.
We'll
That's
play
inevitable.
Long beyond it. comes out.
Long beyond Dark Heresy.
I mean, you wanted to get Baldur's Gate 3, like 1 and 2 done before 3 came out, and we just finished 1.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
BG3 has been out for like what, a year now? So
More than
yeah,
a year at
like,
this point. The final
Well,
patch for
technically, we
Baldur's
finished-
Gate 3 has been applied, and we're still chipping away at Baldur's Gate
Well,
2.
But
Yeah.
technically, we finished up Baldur's Gate 1.55, a fragmentary passage.
True. All right, Fireforge, you got Argenta and good old Heinrich. Does that look like the setup for you?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I've got okay, you got it.
All right, off we go. Both we got Linthal maining the DLC character. The very
Oh, never mind.
ups
You
today's.
signed it right.
I guess
Oh,
We're in
this
it.
fight. Okay.
Yeah, this fight.
let's observe the cutscene.
A
Linthal.
crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest, crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing an unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally, enforcing woeful cries of pain from his lips.
Surrender to the dark power and make a suitable sacrifice.
The tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling.
Oh, let's go with Bidoof.
Alright, so. In the tech-clenched claws of stagnation and the shadows of Iteration Zero, under the iron ring, let the cycle be discontinued.
Pascal's mechandrites spring into combat mode instantly, and a wrathful rattle comes from his vox.
You're usually Pascal Linthal.
Oh, well, I thought since Bidoof is playing him.
Sure, Bidoof, go ahead and voice Pascal since you are helming that character.
Alright. I am registering a severe violation of the Purity Protocol. The Blessed Amarant has been captured by heretics and is being tortured.
Man, Bidoof makes a really great Pascal. I'm glad we made that. He does, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say, are you sure he is Armanet?
Confirmed. I do not observe his face, but I recognize his words. Let the cycle be discontinued is the Blessed Amarant's motto.
I'm gonna look around the hall.
The heretics have taken up positions everywhere, and many more are doubtlessly hiding in the passages leading out of the hall. For now, they're all focused on sacrilegious torture of the tech priest, and do not notice you.
We must save the esteemed tech priest without risking his life.
The mechandrite points to the corpses of heretics lying nearby.
You could use the Blasphemer's clothing as a disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them and thus cleansing the Hall of Heretics.
The lightning discharges have charred the cultist corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered in the blood of innocents, are crudely painted over with the emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of sour decay.
Argenta.
I shudder with disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step toward falling, a small compromise with evil that will lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, rogue trader?
Heinrich.
The signs of the arch enemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of their prayers, even spoken without faith. Their coats of arms, even deceitfully worn. All this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention to you.
Heinrich has a point.
With a look of revulsion, Cabela picks up one of the rags with the tip of her blade. Nothing but your word, Domain Wyvern, can make me don this filth. Once we're done, I will scrape my skin clean with a metal brush and bathe it in caustic lye.
Cabela, what a babe.
Cassius stares in horror at the corrupted clothes and the scattered human ashes.
Do not make me.
All right.
Man, you chose Team Dogmatic here. So this is so fun.
I think I did. Dogmatic, speaking of, I will not allow corruption to touch you. We will vest ourselves in faith and kill every last traitor to the Golden Throne.
Another desperate scream rends the air.
But you gained +2 Dogmatic out of it.
Heck yeah. We're all about those dogmatic points.
So be it. May the Omnissiah protect the Blessed Amarant in the coming battle. Death to the blasphemers.
Let's go. Oh, just kidding. We didn't get thrown into combat. Let me drop a save real quick. Just for luck.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
And yeah, how do you guys want to do this? Do we Leroy Jenkins inside? What are we doing?
I think charge.
I think you've kind of eliminated our ability to choose other things, but I would recommend Team Frontline be the ones that charge in first, since
That sounds like a good idea. Of course. All right. Okie dokes. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the combat order. We got cultist gunners popping off there. We got those cultist fighters over there. Cultist fighters over here. So a lot of melee heading towards us. Then Cassia gets her turn. Then gunners get their turn. You know what? I really kind of want them to come to us. Would you guys be okay turtling around this corner here and not fighting it out in the open?
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of going to deal with that since there's so many of them going to be charging down. My idea was with Cassia, I could potentially just open my gaze and hopefully just fuck up a bunch of them.
Well, the whole point is, so I'm imagining, Bidoof, that if we allow a turn for the enemy to charge our position on this corner here, you can gather up a huge number of them for Cassia's gaze. So the idea would be for Cassia to be right at the front over here, pop out, gaze, and run back, and then we can charge out and
that was
heck
the
them
plan.
up.
I just keep messing up and not selecting Pascal's character properly for.
Gotcha. I would say be careful about keeping Argenta and Pascal and Cabela on that side, because that's gonna. We want them all to sort of be running towards us here on the left. So if we all gather up here,
the best I can do is there.
That's fine.
And that's less.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right.
Yep. That's better than nothing at all. Let's take a look. So I'm guessing some of them. We should be okay here. I think the vast majority of them will head towards, where we have Bidoof positioned right now. Do you want to move in that corner where Heinrichs is, Bidoof, with Cassia? Would that be a little bit more protective for you?
It would be nice for my frail, squishy navigator body to have a little bit more
cover. Yeah.
Cover.
Could you move Heinrich out of there, Fireforge, and give up that spot for not with Heinrich. There you go.
He's doing the same thing that I do. Where
Yes, he did.
All right.
I didn't have the right character selected.
That looks good. All right. What about Pascal? Are you going to leave him there, Bidoof?
I don't really have another place I can throw him other than like right here.
I mean, I guess
actually,
you could.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine right there.
All right. Should I go ahead and start?
Right here. No, if I do
I think that's better.
They'll start moving to that corner. I'll move
Yeah.
here.
That's good. Yep. That way you'll have shots on the melees that come into range eventually. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start battle. Rex says, I vote Leroy Jenkins for style points. Ooh.
Yeah.
Rex. You like to make things difficult for us, don't you, Rex? Fireforge, but dude, I'm pumped.
Interesting.
I'm pumped.
He makes things interesting. I'm pumped. Hell yeah.
Let's go. We're playing Rogue Trader. I've been waiting weeks for this. I'm so excited.
Okay, not enough of the.
Can't you tell?
If you scheduled it every week, you wouldn't have to wait many weeks,
you.
Wyvern.
Hey, what? Haven't you heard about pleasure delay? It's all the rage. I don't know.
That's called gooning.
No,
Oh boy.
okay, no. It's not gooning. It is called edging.
Edging.
And I would think you of all people know that.
Oh my god. Wyvern, what have you done?
We're all about a good edging here at the Wyvern's Lair.
Oh Jesus.
Actually, yeah, I like this plan. I move there, and then.
Make him go boom.
Yeah.
Rex says, by the way, can I join the game now, but not on voice? Oh, damn!
Ooh.
Bidoof ain't
Whoopee.
fucking around.
I'm not-
Nicely
I'm not
done.
yet.
Yeah, Rex, I think we can swing that for you. Could you lurk on voice off mic, or is that not something you can do?
They might hear him in the office.
I hear us.
Flint, do you have anything you could do with your proper setup, or should I just do the rest of my navigator nonsense?
Jump
Oh.
into Discord, Rex. We'll get you in.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna do the rest of my navigator nonsense.
Nice.
Yeah,
Zone of
yeah, no,
fear.
that's fine.
And take your voice of command.
Chaos guides me.
A little exposed, but
Death to non-believers.
They're gonna shoot as much of themselves as they might, you know, hit you. So
that's kind of the hope.
yeah. And thankfully, you got a really high dodge, so that's coming into good effect right now.
Yeah, it will get even higher once I take a certain other ability.
All right, let's see if we can get. I'm gonna drop a save real quick and see if we.
Phil's in the portal.
Yep. Let me go ahead and get good old Philosophus here. Rexy Roo.
Rexy Roo?
Rex,
If-
we
if
missed you,
that's-
buddy.
If that's the case, you could give
Oh yeah, I gotta get him send the
Rex.
code.
You could give Rex Pascal because he was playing Pascal,
Right.
and you can give Bidoof Argenta then.
You just wanna main one character?
I mean, oh no, Bidoof has 2 characters. Okay, never mind. I was
about
trying to
say,
make sure that.
Okay.
No
You got
one
the
got left
code,
behind.
Rex.
Don't worry about sharing the love with me. I'm fine. Worry about your Argenta turn here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I have
You're
a
kind
whole
of in
lot
a
of.
weird spot with her.
Anyone hear
Yep.
anything about God?
He might be working right now.
Might be working. Okay. Was hoping he'd make it tonight. Gone, you're missed. Saving game is impossible. We don't care. Press launch to create a save from your. Oh, okay. So I'm glad that we dropped that save just before combat because it looks like we can't actually launch in combat. So I'm just
Oh,
I'm just gonna go ahead and load back real quick so
That's fair.
So Rex can hop in, and
Sounds
thankfully we just basically started the combat. So up. Is that
Well-
not the right one? Let me see if I got to load further back. Is this in combat?
Curse isn't after my amazing curse.
What the heck is going on? Okay, I'll try that one. Wait.
May not
Why?
be-
Maybe
Why
you
are-
can't reload while we're in combat?
I was about to say it may not be wanting to play that game while you're in combat.
Huh. Okay, so let me go to the main menu. That's a little minkus. Let's go ahead. Cooperative mode. Choose save. I think this is the last save, right? So we'll go ahead and launch. That should work this time.
Well, Flint just left the game session.
Oh, I thought I had to go back. Oops.
Fireboy joined the lobby. Excellent.
Sorry about that.
Why aren't we launching?
We might just have to all quit out.
Yeah, I think so.
It really doesn't like you mess. I've noticed this a couple of times. It really doesn't like you messing with anything while you're in combat with this game.
So what do I need to do, Bidoof? Do I need
Just
to
wait.
disconnect
I
or
think-
wait for you guys to log in again?
Yeah, I think we might just have to launch a new session.
Okay.
Because it's just not going to cooperate otherwise.
All right, I'll go ahead and do a new cooperative session here. I'm just waiting for you. I'm gonna kick you to the lobby. There goes Bidoof.
Kick to the lobby.
There we go. Not enough players for cooperative play. Try to log in now. I'm gonna choose a save. There we go. Log in. We got Fireforge. Come on, make this work. You didn't gum up anything, Rex. You're totally good. We got Bidoof. We got Linthal. Just waiting on Rex. Rexy Poo.
While we're figuring all this out, I'm grabbing a little bit of water. Give me a sec.
Sounds good. Waiting on Rex. Come on, Rex. Log in.
Does he have the code?
There he is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and launch. Okay. I hit launch and nothing seems to happen.
When in doubt, close out.
F. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, let's go ahead and quit out and just boot up the game again and see if we unfudge things from there.
Can always say Wyvern. It'll fix it if you press Alt F4.
Get out of here,
Yeah.
Fireforge.
I am the group leader now. What? Okay. What did I miss?
It just didn't launch.
He's
It didn't
redoing
launch.
the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah. Just
Okay.
do
The whole thing is
Full
getting
reboot.
relaunched.
I will say that I really do love Morn's renovations in the basement here. It's been great. He's doing a great job keeping the wheel running. Do you remember those days when, like, inevitably 1 hour into the stream and I had to go down and kick Morn awake?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh yes.
All right, here we go. Cooperative mode. Do I have to give you a whole new code? I think I do, right? Create lobby. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it into the Great Hall, so just get it there. I'm not gonna send it to you individually. Boom, there it is.
And I'm trying to navigate to the main lobby.
All right,
There we go.
let's go ahead and choose a save while we're waiting everyone to filter in. We got Fireforge. Come on, Rex. And when Rex is here, Lenthal's here. Let's launch. Okay, now it worked. Woohoo! Okay, no one, please go anywhere. we spent, a good 10 minutes getting back to our save. All right, let's quickly get through the dialogue options and get to the killing. Heretic killing. Rex says, once again, let us draw swords together. Yes.
Once more, dear friends, to the breach.
Yeah, sword fight.
And homo, no homo. All homos are welcome here, Rex. You ought to know that by now. Any kind of
I'm
homo.
gonna say, like, yeah.
The present company wouldn't be offended.
All homo, but, that's just me.
I don't really get offended over a lot.
I'm offended that you don't get offended over a lot.
That's like,
I get
Well, I'm
offended
that
over
you're offended,
I am the most sensitive content creator on the face of the planet Earth, and I get pretty much triggered by everything that happens. I'm just twitching
Yeah,
wreck
sorry,
after
Bobby.
most of my streams.
And I'd like to apologize for that last apology. It was completely uncalled for, and I will be beaten severely for it later.
That sounds fun. Now, I want to welcome JP Corsi to the Mega Dungeon. Thank you for subscribing to the Stygian Abyss over YouTube. I appreciate the support. All right, there we go. We got our characters. Rex has Pascal. Bidoof has Cassia. Fireforge is rocking Argenta. And Heinrich, as his tradition. Lenthal has Cabela, and off we go.
Are we back in combat already?
We're back in combat, heck yeah! That's really cool, so
Yeah,
we actually
okay.
didn't lose a round. Alright, Argenta is up. So remember, talk through your round if you can, Fireforge. Bring us
I
into
don't-
the mind of Argenta and
I don't have a whole lot of options because I can only go to here, and if I do that, I'm going to end up picking off Cabela.
even with run and gun.
I could do that. There is that. Oh my god, I haven't played her in a while, huh? Alright.
Either that, or you're doing one of those freaky melee builds that are out there for her.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, this is
Oh
gonna
my
be fun.
God,
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. You should have enough to rapid fire.
Let's go. Uses rapid fire. Oh, nice! A kill. First
Goddamn.
death.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Aw,
Just for good measure. That's a good hit,
Yeah.
though. 11 damage
Yes,
on
it
that
is.
cultist.
Hey, it still hurts.
2 enemies down is a it's a pretty decent Furious Recital if you wanted to activate it.
All right, Heinrich is next. Don't forget, we're the Emperor Shenanigans.
Tiny Rick.
Woohoo! Talk us through your run, Fireforge. What's up? What are you doing?
All right. Yep. I hit Word of the Emperor, got everybody in it. I think. Yep.
I think you did.
Yep.
yeah.
Got everybody in it. I hit Iron Arm for some extra strength and toughness. And I think I might just wait then because I don't want to put myself out in the middle of trouble.
Yeah, but if are you
Definitely.
gonna keep Cassia there, or are you gonna pull her back around?
I'm gonna pull her back next round.
Okay. In that case, I'll stay put too.
Just do
Endure.
might be able to-
Endure for the extra HP, and we'll call it there.
Death to the weak.
Let them come.
That's right. You were saying, Bidoof?
You're not even breathing hard.
I might be able to get off some other stupid shenanigans, but I'm not going to. But I think it's wiser to just pull back Cassia after this.
Cabell's next.
Okay, so it's been a minute, but I want to do like Death from Above, right? To open with?
Not yet. I think our strategy is to kind of wait it out. And
I would
So
retreat with
pop tease
Cabela.
them back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would actually pull back with Cabela around this this corner here. Let them
Yeah.
come to us.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and Word of the Emperor. I'm gonna hit pretty much everyone in the party with this. So off we go. Word of the Emperor. Boom. That's out. We're double buffed. I'm gonna go ahead and do a. Let's see. Go ahead and do an Endure. And I can reapply Iron Arm right when it gets stronger, correct? I guess I could. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply Iron Arm to my character as well. I can override it if my weird powers increase, and that's gonna be my turn.
all right. Oh yeah, I don't have to play.
Lenthal's running Pascal. I mean, not Lenthal. Rex. Velociraptor Rex off mic. Let's see what he does. Machine Spirit Communion. Nice. Rex is the wild card here since he's off mic with us.
He did write in chat that he was going to buff everybody.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Let's go, Rex. What you got
Careful where
planned for
stick
us?
that axe.
Analyze enemies. I think he's gonna take a shot. Expose weakness. Okay. Feeling of terror grips your heart.
All right.
Parry,
Not what I
nice.
wanted to see.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Nice, another parry.
That's fine. It's come to me.
Good. More fighters coming up to eat Passia's gaze. Eat Passia's gaze.
Yeah, this is not going to go well for a lot of them.
Are you able to use that power and then move?
No.
Hmm.
If I move. So the best option for how to handle this has Cassia when you have a bunch of goobers on you. You use your handy Zone of Fear because you can activate this and you don't lose your movement.
Ooh, that is kind of cool. Nice.
And now I'm a little bit more open to being able to do what I want. So let's drop back.
Very nicely done.
Um,
So this is going to hopefully pull those gunners closer to Cassia for her
let's
eye of the whatever it is, the lidless gaze.
yeah. I am giving Argenta the voice of command. Woohoo! And Argenta, you can just have another turn.
Nice. See that cultist is ready to meet his heretical maker.
Yeah, he's. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I can do. I don't think really anybody else is quite in range yet.
Colossus
They're
Rex
not in.
appreciates the work there. Bidoof saying nice work in the Stygian Abyss.
And not with, and unfortunately with where Pascal's positioned right now, it just was difficult for me to make the call. Like, logically, he'd be better as an option, but with him, like, right behind Argenta, that wouldn't have been great.
Boom. Nice. Fireforge.
Hey, got a couple guys in back there. That'll do her.
Oh, hey, look at that. You have the option to go into Firearm Mastery if you really want to.
I do. I'd kind of like to wait till these guys get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd say hold
that's
off
fair.
on any of the heroic acts until we got them in a better position for ourselves.
That's fine. And besides, I have the best heroic attack. Just not to flex too hard. Officers have the best heroic.
Oh, yeah.
Heroic attack.
Absolutely.
Like it's not even close.
I think it's weird how some of these, oh, they just popped up. Some of them were like skidding across the floor in a kneeling position. Nice. That's what we want. We want them to move towards us. They are clipping Heinrich a little bit, so let's move Heinrich a little bit back if we can.
Yep.
And that would probably go for Argenta as well. You know, I'd say don't get caught out there again.
Argenta could.
Or you could stick out there and, I don't know.
I was about to say Argenta could potentially clean house right now. It's got a lot of good options.
Yeah, do what you will, Fireforge. What are you thinking?
I hit my Revel in Slaughter for some extra bonusy stuff for shooting's sake, and I'm gonna start. Let's see. I'm looking over on the left-hand side. There's that group way in back that I do technically have a percent to hit on. Or I could do the ones in the middle to have a better percent chance to hit on. So I'm gonna go that route.
Okay. I was gonna say let's hold the heroic act for Bidoof. Because yeah, it's kind of bananas. And I also want to take a moment to welcome out there in the Stygian Abyss one of our favorite layers in Shabul, saying death to heretics. Good to have you here, Shabul. Showing us some beautiful Israel. Rex says, is friendly fire a thing in the game? Do I have to worry about hitting flints? Yes. Friendly fire is a thing.
That's why I did not grant you the bonus turn.
All right.
All right, Heinrich, you.
Fireforge, you're up.
Oh my, so sorry. I don't see Shibble in chat. I was trying to refresh the stream and.
He's there in the Stygian Abyss. I can see him. I can see him through the gloom and darkness.
We will continue with stacking Word of the Emperor. And boy, I still am not sure I want to run out there yet. So I think I'm going to go ahead and freshen myself with what I have. Yeah, I think we'll just come on back here.
Yeah, pull them a little closer to us. I'm worried that they're going to start. I'm a little worried that they're going to. The ranged opponents will start focusing firing on Argenta, but if need be, we can pull Argenta and Pascal a little back, and hopefully that will draw them out from their little. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Come closer. Come closer, you fools. Ooh, when they start kneeling like that, what does that mean? They're praying to the warp. Dark prayer. There is a 30% chance that this creature will start praying to their dark gods at the end of their turn. At the start of the creature's next turn, Veil degradation is increased by +1, and the gods answer the prayer. There is a 40% chance a psychic phenomena is triggered. 30% chance the creature heals 10% of their maximum wounds,
Yeah,
20% chance nothing happens, and 10% chance the creature becomes a chaos spawn. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the way they keep you from just turtling up and doing what we're doing is don't have enough of these people praying and just cause a mass
Mayhem, right? So that being the situation here, Bidoof, how many rounds of this, turtling tactic do we have before we need to rush?
We should probably start. Let's see, how many of them do we have that are praying right now?
Quite a
There's
few.
One,
Okay,
two.
Yeah, a bunch.
Yeah, we
Three.
want to start pulling forward.
Okay. So
Okay,
that
do
being
you want me to do death from above?
sure.
Should I get into like physical position first? Because it's unclear about the. Into not about to within 3 radius of blade entered line of sight.
Real talk, I think we have. Let's see. Let me just take a look at the turn order. Bidoof, would you be able to get one more lidless gaze out, before we kind of get in your way? Because you're coming up soon.
Probably, if you guys can immediately start moving your asses up once I do.
So let's.
Actually, yeah, I'll do that. Then I could use my officer. I could use the heroic action of the officer to start getting the melee up there.
So that being the case,
And my turn.
you could actually move forward, Linthal, and Bidoof could use the heroic act on your character to great effect.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll go here.
Wait.
then
Is that good for you, Bidoof? Because you might be in the middle of Bidoof's lidless gaze right there.
He's also got acrobatic artistry, which means he can return to the start of the turn too. So as long as he leaves the 1 AP, he can return back to where he was at the beginning here.
Make sure you. Yeah, as long as he does that, he'll be good.
Yep.
Did you catch that, Linthal?
Yeah. I'm just. So go there and then do death from above. I guess I'm confused on how to use it. Do I like it? It's unclear because like
Yes. Oh, hey guys, sorry.
Rex!
it's okay.
Correct.
My mic worked.
Like
Good to hear your voice,
it's
Rex.
it's implying that I have to use it before my movement.
No.
Okay. So
think
go
so.
what to here then?
The most important thing for you, Linthal, is save at least one action point.
Yeah.
And you're
but
good.
Where do I go in the first place? Because like the mechanics are not. Okay, I guess maybe there. Like it's not letting me do anything when I click the jump.
Because you need to move there first.
You actually need to move there.
Okay.
All right, step
Yeah,
one.
sorry, it's been a while since. I've
Hey,
played this.
no problem. No problem. Now you can death from above.
Well, but it's it's so unclear how to use it because I'm clicking on it and it's not letting me do anything.
Well, you have to click on it, and then you have to click on somewhere to jump to.
Correct. There you go.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. And then another.
I would.
Death is a blessing.
Hey, that worked. And now
and
I would
then
say you could.
acrobatic artistry.
I would say do
You
that.
you got a kill, so you've got a death from above charge, so you can use that again.
Oh, it's zero points. Yeah.
Okay.
Use it on the wounded
Yep.
guy. Yes, there we go.
Yep.
Perfect.
There we are.
Nice.
That.
And
And
now
now
you can
return-
do a single attack, just because I think it's 1 AP, right, or is it 2? It is.
Yeah,
You can do a single strike, and kill that guy to the left with 2 HP, and then you'll be able to jump back.
Right. So use that one action point strike on the wounded cultist fighter.
What the raining blood?
No.
No, just
no,
a regular
no.
attack.
Regular attack.
Regular
It's on
attack.
the left-hand side of your
Where-
UI screen.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay,
Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Yes, acrobatic artistry. Oh no.
Yeah, no, he's
Oi.
going back to
Oh!
the route that he went.
Yeah.
What? He also did a
Yeah.
dead from above. That's
Okay.
awesome.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I did
Well done.
not
That was
realize that. That was
mile
freaking
point.
Yeah,
sick.
that
Yeah.
move is
Okay.
super powerful. That move
Hey.
is super
Now I'm
powerful.
beginning to
Rex,
get a
it's
bit-
so good to hear your voice, my friend. You've missed many a session. We've been looking forward to reuniting with you. Welcome back to the adventuring party, my good friend.
I'm also having a good time. Thank you.
Good, good. Chabot says, what's the point of experience? Do I need to level up here too? What abilities do I unlock with each level? Chabot, get out of here. Stop trolling us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do Word of the Emperor. Oh, I get to go, huh? Oh, and then Cassia. Okay. All right.
Well, not.
Oh.
No, then Pascal, and then we've got a
Gotcha.
Cloister of Gunners to go, then a cultist, then that cultist fighter with 2 HP, and then me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Since I'm going to move, I'm going to make sure that I don't get in your way, Badoof, but I will go ahead and charge this cultist fighter with 27 hit points. So I'm going to go ahead and trigger an endure. Is that what I want to do? Yes, I think. Well, let's work this out. So I move here. That's 6 action points. Then I charge this nerd here. And that leaves me 1 action point to endure. And I'm happy with that. So that's what we're going to do. Boom. 12 damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and endure. That's going to be my turn. I'm sticking to it.
Okay. So, is the idea you guys want me to fall back, or are we not doing that?
No. We're going to start pressing forward. So you want to pop out with Pascal and start raining down. Kick
Alright,
ass.
so I
You're
think I'm
welcome
just
to.
gonna- I think I'm just gonna take one step here to the left, and then
You should have so many clear shots. With
yeah,
Pascal.
yeah. I've got 3 action points. 4 action points. Yeah, I've got 4 action points. How many action points do I need to attack?
If you're doing a Deadeye shot, it's 2 action points, and the main reason you want to use those is because it gives you a bonus to crit chance and also bonus to the effective range of your weapon.
Does he want to
Sounds
do
good.
Oh, man. I was just going to say, does he want to do a perfect spot, too? But he didn't need it.
I was-
He
was gonna-
vaporized.
Perfect spot only works when you're in cover.
Ah, okay, gotcha. That's good for him to know, though.
Uh,
So keep that in mind. If you're in cover, you actually can make use of perfect spot.
I did notice perfect spot, and that's kind of where I was at my previous spot. But then I learned I could shoot Argenta, and I didn't want to do that. So I
Right.
think I'm done. But good stuff.
Hey, good stuff, Rex. So are you? What's your story? How come you had to sort of sneak onto the stream here?
Oh, no, everything's fine. So my wife's got a industry awards dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
And basically she was just having a nap.
Oh,
and
I
I
see.
couldn't wake her up. But I was
Oh.
working up until about 20 minutes ago.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, here comes Cassia. The big lidless gaze.
Actually, yeah, I could do this. So, check this out, Wyvern.
Nice.
Oh,
Perfectly.
yes.
Notice how it's
Perfectly
aimed.
placed. Very, very nice.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes with this game.
Sometimes.
Badoof has been waiting
Crap.
multiple sessions
Crap.
to get lidless gaze going, and certainly it's coming to great effect in this
Well,
fight.
yeah, it's because with Cassia you can just wipe out entire. You can just wipe out so many different things here. Wyvern, how about you take a swing at that fighter?
Okay. All right, so bring it down.
Drunken.
Gotcha. So it gives me like just a turn, right?
You have 3 movement and 2 action.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop another Word of the Emperor because we definitely want to keep on stacking that. And then I'll take that action. There we go. I'll take that hit against this fighter here. There we go. Boom. 11 damage. And
I
that'll be
just
my
keep
turn.
thinking it's like the Emperor's word of the day.
Word of the day.
Yeah.
Minus hour? I don't know. Is there anybody? I would love to break up this cloister back here of the gunners.
Do you
I
think
don't
I can
think
reach
have-
this cultist fighters
I don't
back there?
If I
If
gave you
get
the full
closer, I
turn,
can leap down.
Or should we hang on to it for now?
Another turn and Argenta can get close enough to hit them.
I think it's better to just wait it out at our
Sounds
turn.
good.
I think. Yeah, because
That's the play.
It'll give us more options.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep, two. We're gonna fall back. Take the shots.
Let's go,
So,
Argenta.
I should explain this to people because you could actually make Cassia like arguably one of the best dodge tanks in the game because she has an ability.
Hold on
that
one
allows
second
you to-
while you're talking. Just Fireforge very quickly. What's your turn here? And then we'll jump back to the
I'm
dude.
jumping in front of Cassia here, and I'm gonna burst that group in the back on the left.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, Bidoof.
Like I said, Cassia can actually be one of the most effective dodge tanks in the game because she gets an ability that allows you to determine her bonus to dodges and everything based off of her fellowship instead of her actual agility score.
Fireforge, that was exquisite.
Yeah, it's good.
Wasn't it though?
That was great.
That was great.
Reload, and there we go.
Some heavy bolter action. We love it. Let's go, Heinrich. Double dragon. Let's carve them up.
All right, so we continue with the Emperor's word of the day.
Emperor's word of the day. The Emperor's wordle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got moved for line of sight here, but we'll do this.
In theory,
There we are.
In theory,
Nice.
the Emperor was really good at Boggle.
Yeah, we'll do one of these. Alright, and still not quite anybody in range. Hopefully next turn I can get close enough to charge in somewhere and
I will say we're raffle stomping this encounter. We're doing a really good job with this.
wreak havoc. Oh, here they
Oh,
come.
they're doomed.
Oh,
Let's go,
that's not good.
Cabela. What happened?
Oh.
The
Warp
veil
storm?
degradation's getting
Uh-oh.
high.
The veil is being
Oh.
torn asunder. But that's
Oh,
good for
no.
me, because I'm itching to use Purge Soul, which will do heck of damage against demons.
Yeah, if you
Not
def
enough
or bud,
charges. Okay, I guess not then. Well, then it's going to be there, and then we're going to
blade dance.
cleave, and then blade dance.
Ooh, nice.
No pleasure.
and now
Okay.
you have a death from above charge.
Yeah. Don't have enough
Great.
to drop back, but I don't think we really want to anymore.
No, not at this point.
But it can be used to keep Cabela out of danger, which is what I like about the maneuverability of that ability. And apparently you hit things on the way out, too?
Yeah, because every death from above that you do, it repeats that on the way back.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really, really
Yeah.
cool. So you to become almost like a puzzle character. You can really get
Yeah,
good
I
at
mean,
it.
because you get charges
Nice!
for you
Oh,
get
he's
charges
getting into
for
it.
every kill that you get
What?
not doing death from above.
What? Look at
And
that!
so-
Oh my gosh! Did
Yeah.
you just see that?
He just swept that group. See, I love that
man.
character.
Holy
so
shit!
good.
Holy,
You know what?
holy poop!
It cost
Yeah,
us
you're
our
good.
heroic action, but sure.
Did it? Was it? Well, actually, personally for
Yeah, I
Fireforge
tried
and myself, we actually want to trigger heroic actions, and the good thing about our synergy, Badu, since it's, gameplay story time right now, our party, because of my character and Fireforge's Heinrich, we should be triggering heroic acts on the regular, because we're boosting everyone's resolve each time we use Word of the Emperor. Every time we take down an opponent, that's going to give us a whole bunch of points towards our next heroic act. So it just becomes a
Yeah,
cascade.
And it does free up Argenta to be able to do the. It does free up Argenta to be able to get off a recital whenever, so it's fine.
So where am I headed to with with my character here. Where do you guys think I should go?
I mean, we
Well,
need to get
there's-
those gunners on the upper platform.
Yeah, okay. So is that the vote? Let's just charge the gunners on the platform. I can do that.
Yeah,
Let's
probably.
see. How do I get
Maybe
up there?
maybe that gunner praying on the ground.
On the
like
ground. Yeah. Let's see if I
goal.
can get as close as I possibly can. I think I'm just a little short. Oh, just kidding. No, I can reach that gunner. Get wrecked, nerd. I tell you, sometimes the damage is a little frustrating with this character. We'll do a strike.
Oh, don't worry.
There we go.
You'll start doing plenty of damage with that build.
All right, and that's a good round for me. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. We're kicking butt. We're kicking butt, adventuring
We
party.
really are.
And Linthal, you are accidentally like wrecking house with Cabela. It's really a pleasure to watch you get a handle on this character and what you can do with it.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah. Nice shot, Rex. Rex, you know how it works.
Yep. Sorry.
If you're-
Shooting people. Then I'm doing analyze and exploit weakness.
Well,
And then I'm
actually,
done.
what's happening
Oh,
here?
something's happening.
Cutscene.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we got to him in time.
Yeah, we didn't. Uh-oh.
It's okay. It's just one of the outcomes right here. All right.
Oh,
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 never mind.
no, it did kill them all. So now we just need to speak to the tech cultist priest.
Ooh. Guys, I gotta hop off for just a sec. Take a call. Be right back.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a moment to get to NPCs like that next time, Linthal. But you're up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're up with the tortured tech priest, who was I think the tortured tech priest
I
was
was.
Bidoof. Yeah.
In the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship.
The tech priest's body convulses. Pained, plaintive creaks of binheric prayers from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato.
Subject unidentified. This is not the Blessed Armorant. Stranger, I request your name. How did you know my mentor's motto?
I'm gonna say, how did you kill those heretics? What technology did you use?
Existence has worn thin and threadbare. Eschatos has discontinued the cycle. Eschatos. This word does not appear in my catalog, but I am aware of its existence. Perhaps it's sounded in the Blessed Armanat's sermons. I must consult my notes.
Who are you, servant of the Omnissiah?
Fire at the hearth said four sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Hanuman.
The tech priest looks over at Pascal. For a brief moment, his speech becomes clear.
The echo of my name has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. What design? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykan Manoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer.
Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious tech priest does not seem to understand what he is saying.
Linthal for narrator for Dark Heresy. I'm gonna try to submit your sample to Alcat.
Oh, please do, Mike.
What design?
An intention of both bold and honorable. to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension, a plan written so that the righteous may follow. And trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression towards it.
Pascal's voice is trembling with elation.
Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long.
Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Baronial out there in the Stygian Abyss, saying, did they add channel point style thing to YouTube streaming? I have no idea, but I have been noticing that for Baronial, and I don't actually quite know what that is or what it means. I have to do some digging after the stream. Okay, I'm going to ask him about armament. You came here because of him, after all.
No.
The tech priest's weak voice grows stronger.
He came because of himself. Myself? To redeem myself, to correct a mistake. Possibly, but how do you...
There's a look of gentle condescension. Yes, it took me a moment. I'm sorry. My eyes are getting old. In Abel's eyes. Strange given circumstances.
The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration.
A devastating coughing fit cuts him off, and you hear a clang of tearing metal from inside of his chest.
You can talk once we get him out of here.
Guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I gotta hop off.
Oh!
Yeah, sorry, something came up, so I gotta run. I'm so
No
sorry.
problem,
No
Rex. We
worries.
love you. Take
Stay
care,
safe.
and thank you for joining us for a little while.
For sure. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Right.
A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away.
Pascal is quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. His vox rasps soothingly.
Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here.
Baronial says that it resets every stream and is just a way to show your most active chatters or supporters. So yeah, interesting. I agree, Baronial. That is a cool feature that YouTube just added for content creators like ourselves. And once again, welcome to the Stygian Abyss. It's good to have you here, Baronial. All right, we're going to examine the Tech Priest.
There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmentix is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrapped code. It's amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body.
Do you know him, Pascal?
The subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalog. Interrogation is impossible due to the subject's evident affective state of clouded consciousness.
I'm going to try to take the Tech Priest crucified on the machine.
As soon as you touch the tech priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity,
Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness I hear their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration so that you may behold what is hidden.
a blast of the motive force runs down the tech priest's body, and his face contorts in a mocking grimace. Malformed binaric code repulsively jarring on the ears pours out of his vox.
Information archived to the effect that the hidden restoration hymn is the entrance password to the Electro Priest's hiding place.
Pascal responds with the dour rhythms of a containment aria.
I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical, an unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate activation of the Technoscorcism protocol.
Cabela gives Pascal a long look, her eyebrow raised as a silent question. Pascal responds with an equally long silence, then creaks.
Thank you for your cooperation. Request denied. The Catechism demands that this is an act to be performed by an authorized unit.
All right, we're going to go with a dogmatic choice here. Grant the Emperor's peace to the tech priest. Let the tainted be eradicated. Two for good measure. Three. Thought I was gonna walk over and hack at him with the axe. All right.
As mangled as it is, the tech priest's body still clings to life. It takes several blows to end his corruption-tainted existence. But even after that, a repulsive giggle is heard over the static from his vox.
Yeah, +3 to dogmatic. Feronial says, geez, that double tap. I agree. Kind of cold, Feronial. By the way, speaking of Feronial here, Feronial is a great fan of Expedition 33 as well, but you've been streaming it over on their Twitch channel, so you might want to check out Feronial one of these days. Send him some layers in support.
Pascal's mechandrite touches the dead man's head carefully, grips his neural augmentic in its claw, and extracts it from the socket with the utmost care. The skull bone cracks dryly, and brain matter taints the sacred metal.
Rest in purity, tech brother. Knowledge you have attained for your efforts will be preserved and purified. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive forward, uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation.
All right, we got an engineer here, a tech priest whose specialization is the maintenance and repair of sacred machines. Hey, well done, team. We are 20 minutes past our usual 5-minute break, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down a save. And what say we come back in about 5 minutes to continue the adventure? Sounds good to you folks?
Good.
Okay, see you then. I'm going to go ahead, do that, and then we're going to go to our breaks. We're back. Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh wait, I think I don't need to relaunch anything. I just think I need to work on character assignment here. So let's see. We'll bring Pascal back down to Bidoof, and all's right in the world. Bidoof, are you back?
Yeah, I am.
Linthal?
I'm here.
All right, let's push on. So Linthal, because this is new content for you, you get to do some exploring here. But let's go ahead and loot up this place. We have a storage chest here that requires some amount of use.
I can get it.
Pascal,
What's the reveal items button?
tab.
Tab. Thank
Yep.
you.
Go ahead and loot. And if anyone sees anything
I
unique,
was like
call it
trying to
out.
control and alt. Okay.
If you run into anything that's locked, just tell me and I'll get Pascal on it.
Gotcha. And again, if you find unique loot, please call it out so we're aware of it. Other than that,
Trying to find the loot all button. Or
ooh, we got a couple of unique Spinner's Blade and Bloody Pact. I'm guessing this is good for Cabela. Have you seen that yet?
sorry, what?
We have a couple of weapons here. We got the Silent Verdict, Spinner's Blade, and Bloody Pact. These are all Cabela-oriented weapons.
Okay.
Take a look at
they're
that.
what,
Taking a look at we
Bloody
got.
Pact and Spinner's Blade. Okay, I see them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Silent Vert has a two-hander, so you don't want to use that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like I've currently got a Spinner's Blade already equipped,
You should. You start with one.
but I've got a basic Bloody Pact or a basic blade for what now? Bloody Pact is there. For
Oh man. We've got Twitch spam and I'm not in Twitch.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm getting there.
We get the Helm of Determination, an icon class weapon. I think you decided to skip that for yourself, Fireforge, or didn't want it on Argenta for some reason.
Argenta can't use an iconoclast. Gear.
Who's Iconoclast then amongst the party?
Abelard.
Abelard, gotcha. Good old Abelard. Any other weapons we should be aware of?
I can't think of anything that you would have at this moment.
Huh. 6
yeah,
to
okay.
8.
I think I'm equipped.
You're equipped? Okay. Deadshot Stub Revolver. Do you think that's an upgrade over the auto pistol? Looks like it is. Does anyone want to use the Deadshot Stub Revolver?
I do not. I am
Yeah,
pleased
I'm
with
good.
where I am.
I'll grab it. Why not? Have we looted this whole area then?
I think so.
Do a quick
At least
check.
I'm not seeing anything that we haven't.
Take a look at this thing. Safety system control altar. Okay, that's something we could have interacted with in this scene. I'm just going to do a quick look-see-loo. All the dead cultist gunners. There's a little bit of a bug here. We got one cultist gunner T-posing there.
Not for me.
It's T-posing
No,
for
he
me.
is for me.
Yeah.
He is for me.
Quite the nice slaughter here.
Oh, no, you're right. Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. No,
Distribution
yeah,
Servitor. Well, we got this this gate here. Should we go through it? All right, we're gonna step on through. And what do we have here? We have a data altar of secret analysis.
The Cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays the flashing message.
You're up, Fireforge.
Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle too.
The device's keyboard lights up, clearly expecting you to enter the rest of the verse.
Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes.
Pascal's vox lets out a noisy groan as if clearing his throat, but then stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze and says in a rasping voice,
It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at the shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and interrupt the prayer. Is there a clue as to where we could find the answer to the hymn around here? We have goods here.
It's printed somewhere, but I also think I remember it.
Could you get to the goods here, Bidoof, while we're at it?
Okay, sure. Where are they? Oh, there. Oh, let me also make sure I'm doing it with Pascal.
Was there a hint seated somewhere within this area?
I don't know.
Anything
I think
good?
you guys went. Just goods.
Just goods. Ooh, stolen autocannon, ranged heavy. That looks kind of entertaining.
Where did that come from?
Would that be good for Argenta? It's a burst weapon. Rate of fire 8.
I cannot use it. I don't have strength yet. I need to put those extra points in strength. Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Gotcha.
You need to put your. Did they have it as still where you need to at least put 1 point in strength in to
Yes.
Argenta to use
Yep.
use heavy bolters? Okay.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, those guys.
These nerds. Am I here by myself? I hope they
You did
port the
this to
party.
yourself.
Oh no.
"Looks like it."
You did this to yourself. I don't feel pity.
Oh, we're ambushed. Okay, got it. Got
Yep.
it. Okay. Well, at least I go first. That's a good thing. We can't move, right? So we're all stuck where we are. Okay, off we go.
Yep, because we're ambushed.
Okay, so first things first, let's see how painful it's going to be. Not too painful. So I'm just going to go ahead and, do I want to Word of the Emperor? It's kind of precious. Let's see. Let's do Endure first, because definitely want to make sure I have points for that. Then we're going to do an Iron Arm and probably a charge, so yeah, I think, won't have an opportunity to use Word of the Emperor this round. But I will be able to charge, and I'll charge this priest here. For 10 damage.
I hope you've learned your lesson here.
And you fussed at me earlier for going ahead and exploring.
Hey, you know what? I forgot about this encounter. I thought we did it already.
Yeah, we'll go here. I'm just gonna move to this corner. Then I'm going to analyze this electro priest all the way in the back. Then I'm going to perfect. And then I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Nice. Very cool. Good damage. Oh my goodness! Terrific damage.
Yeah, I was hoping analyze the perfect spot would at least get me over the threshold and kill him. But
37 piercing damage. That's not bad at all.
I know. I need a better sniper rifle.
All right, here comes the pain. Not too bad. Argenta.
All right.
What's the plan, Fireforge?
You're right in the middle of everything.
Well, it's his fault. You can shoot him.
control shot. Be nice.
Fine.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you must.
Not bad.
Really? It's kind of crappy.
Hey,
They're
one's
a
half health.
little. They're a little on the
Tanky side.
meteor side anyway.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Yeah, at least you grazed the one in the back. 7 damage. Here comes.
Here comes the pain.
Nice.
I parried.
Gosh. All right, here comes Cabela.
All right. So I'm gonna go, I think, to here, and then do a jumpy jump to there.
Nice.
Yep.
And then from there, do a blade dancey.
Yep.
And
do just a basic attack so you can
yeah.
flip me away.
Just, yep. I think I've got the hang on this. Thank you, though.
When does Raining Blood come into effect?
All right. Put me in a weird spot. Is there any way I can? I mean, I can nuke the field and only catch Wyvern.
I got plenty of
Yes.
hit points.
I wyvern die.
But do you have?
Oh,
Blood
sorry.
for the blood
time.
god.
Do you have enough psychic endurance for for this? Probably not.
Do it. Come on, Anakin.
Do I want to be here or here? Well, is there a way I can do it here and? Yeah, actually, that kind of works. We'll go here. Up the glass.
Nice. Rex says I'm back. No worries, Rex. Just go see what's going on briefly here. What's up with Rex?
Yeah, no worries, Rex.
Rex
Life
is just in the
comes
Stygian
first.
Abyss. Fair enough. Hang out with us, Rex. What did I
Zone of Fear.
miss? Zone of Fear. Look at that.
And
Wyvern got
cleaning
us
up
into an
house.
ambush, that's all.
I guess I will continue to try to help Wyvern live through his mistakes. There you go. Voice of command.
All right, let's go Fireforge with Heinrich. Heinrichs.
Sorry, I'm harassing Rex.
Ah.
Heinrich.
Yes, we're wrapping at 10 as usual, Rex.
Oh, there is a Electro Priest right in front of Argenta on Death's door that you should have no problem getting to.
What's the plan, Fireforge?
Hitting Word of the Emperor.
Okay.
Then I will absolutely do as suggested and go poke this guy.
Sounds good. Nice.
And then, how many do I have
people.
left? I only have 2, so I can do.
Very, very good. I approve of that turn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do something very similar. We'll go ahead and drop Word of the Emperor for all of us here at home. And then, what do I want to do? It's me, then Pascal.
Yeah, that Electro Priest closest to you only has 6 health, so you should have no problem bringing him down.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to move here, and I don't want to. I want to be able to charge.
Oh,
So-
I see what you're. I think I see what you're trying to do. Okay. I mean, it'd work.
I want to catch both of those guys in my my attack, but it doesn't look like I can pull that off. Let's see. So let's see. Move here. No. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're
Now,
gonna. Mhm.
sometimes you just can't get a really good position on it, especially
No.
when you're trying to do what you're doing coming out of a charge. It can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
It's all right, Wyvern. They're not going to make it very long.
So do I know where I place at the end of the charge? Oh, whatever. Let's see what happens. We'll find out exactly. Place there. Okay. I got endure up, and that would be my entire turn, which wouldn't be a bad thing, honestly.
It's really.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and endure, since I might be eating some attacks there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Well, this might be a little bit of a repeat from last time, so we will. If I either take out the one with full health or put a real hurting on him, Argenta could do the cleanup when it gets back to her. Or I could just go for a sure kill.
That's going to trigger heroic act.
I'm gonna go for the sure kill then.
Boom. Oh.
Not enough damage. The sniper rifle's ass. You know what? We will.
You laser pistol that guy in front of you? Maybe? Do you have it?
I don't have it, but I will at least do a favor to Heinrichs.
Nice.
There you go. Gene Spirit Banishment. I'll just take
It
a
actually
step.
healed the Electro Priest for some reason.
Oh, wacky. Anyways.
Parry, great. That was some damage there. Alright, Fireforge, what's the plan?
Just gonna take a step up, and we're gonna hopefully burst down the two guys on the left.
Sounds good. Get some heavy bolter action going.
We don't have a heavy yet, but
Some bolter action.
nonetheless.
We'll take it.
It's a while before you get a heavy bolter because, yeah.
Let's go, Fireforge Argenta!
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. All right, no, we'll go back. Trying to get a straight line shot because you get more accuracy, but then Heinrichs is at risk, so let's go ahead and do one of these.
Nice!
Get the guy in front of you, you silly lady.
You got the guy in front of me, so I'll take that one.
I mean, you do have firearm mastery.
You do?
ready for you.
Yeah.
We're almost at the end of battle, so I like that idea.
Let's go. Nice. Boom.
Very
Well
nice.
done. 19 damage. Look at that.
Is that it?
Yeah, she does
That's
look-
it.
Good hit.
Okay.
I was gonna say, leave me something to kill.
Let's go, Cabela. Rex says, cool. I'll just spectate for the remainder then. We love you, Velocious Rex. Good to briefly hang out with you. I'm looking forward to the next session. When we return to Baldur's Gate 2.
Problem is that everything is out of range.
Raining blood.
Not gonna work. Like 1 square away from it.
Alright, if I move there, can I... Oh, all you people wanting to get in the way of my nukes.
You don't need to nuke one person.
I say that, and all you fuckers are constantly crossing my gaze. Let's put this down.
Zone of Fear. Nice.
That actually opened things up.
Can you give me a turn?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just give you a turn. Do your best.
All right. I'm just gonna go and use. Well, let me take a look at my strength is 74. I just want to make sure that this is. Let's take a look at the tooltip here. Yeah, so I'm getting a little boost of strength, and I guess that makes the most sense here. I got a sweep. I got a. Oh, it inflicts a bleed for 2 action points. That could be interesting. 6 to 8. Arm penetration. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this sweep. Why not? And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Heinrich's the Emperor commands.
Yay.
Should be able to breathe on this electric priest and bring it down. Fireforge.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have any trouble.
A reckless strike.
Oh, he wants,
I did show
he
off.
wants to show off.
43 damage.
Oof.
Nicely done, team.
Did I get him? Did I get him, guys?
Oh, you got a big cutscene here. Heinrich says the circular cogitator, the electric piece hiding place must be nearby. All right. Can we inspect these bodies? No, we can't. Take a look at the circular cogitator real quick.
Okay. Oh.
The machine alter accepts the contact circuit restoration M with a differential whir. Okay, so that leads on to another part of the temple. So let's head back over here to Bidoof. Bidoof, do you want my question to you is: was this information presented somewhere to the player about how to get into this thing?
If I remember right, there is something that you find while going around. It's like a priest
Journal.
priest note or some journal or something that you can find lying around. I just don't remember where it is. And you tackled us going in the opposite direction that I went when I did this. So
Gotcha.
last,
Okay. Well, let's just pretend that we got it.
Yeah, I think I remember how this goes.
Okay, off we go. So what should I choose?
All right. So I believe you start by singing the canticle to the Omnissiah, for whom the holy discharge springeth forth.
Okay. You're up, Linthal.
Verse 2 calls you pilgrim. Let us fill your souls with gratitude toward.
It should be the arcane key that closeth the circuit.
Now finish the prayer, pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charges power.
I think it is
If I had to guess,
the immortal reason that hath created the spark. I
A solemn binarch trill comes from the cogitator. Verily so, a pilgrim who has learned our ways is worthy of the gift of the enlightened.
Woo! Well done, team.
Woohoo!
I thought you said Gith, and I'm like, wait, which game are we playing?
We got some goodies here. Let me take a look at what we got. All right, we have carbon fiber plates, fire selector mods, Magnus class rechargeable batteries, rad packs, and an arc rifle, 10 to 15 damage, armor penetration 10%,
Pascal.
rate of fire 1, range of 9, maximum 18, max ammo is 4. It reads, whenever the wielder hits a target with the arc rifle, they also attack all targets within 2 cells of the main target. That's really cool. That's a really cool light ranged weapon for Pascal. We also have the pinpointing visor. Grants plus 15% critical hit chance to ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds left. That's really good for Pascal. Grab all that stuff. And let Bidoof do what he wants with those items.
Well, I'll equip the pinpointing visor right away. The main thing with the arc rifle is, if I remember right. Yeah, it is a smaller range, and we do enjoy the benefits of having a sniper right now.
One reason why I like the arc rifle is because frequently when you are attacking ranged targets, they tend to be around.
Really good.
Yeah.
It is really good for breaking up those clusters, like what we experienced before.
Right.
So I'll equip it.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing you get some use out of it. Now, we have a big decision to make. So if we go down this way, we are heading towards quite the Titanic fight as part of this area. And we're running up against our last 10 minutes. So, do we attempt the fight, or do we leave it for the next time we come back to Rogue Trader?
Leave it for next time, so we have some action guaranteed.
Sounds good.
Because sometimes with Rogue Trader, with our schedule and everything, we can actually end up having sessions where we do nothing but just talk or listen. I think it's nice to have something that's at least a little bit of guaranteed action in the game.
Right, and it is getting late for you and Lenthal East Coast. Lenthal, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Fireforge?
Yep, sounds all right.
All right, I got something else to talk to you guys about while we're here. So I've been thinking, I do like our schedule. I like how much I look forward to getting back together with the classic adventuring party here at the Wyvern's Lair. So we will return in 3 weeks to resume our adventures in Baldur's Gate 2, now that we've been able to defeat Siege of Dragonspear. But the proposal that I want to present to you guys is this idea of, after every 3 sessions of Baldur's Gate 2 and Rogue Trader, of doing a special longer session over the weekend for either game. So I'm thinking of like a 3 or 4 hour kind of marathon session on a Sunday. Again, this happens like, every couple of months. Could we try that out and see how it feels?
We'll see what the timing is, but I'm not opposed to the idea.
Fireforge?
Same.
Lenthal?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll start tracking our sessions moving forward, and as we near, the 4th episode of our Rogue Trader run, then I'll reach out and see if we can put something on the calendar for an appropriate weekend for us, for that longer sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, a capstone, milestone episode of our playthroughs here with Rogue Trader and Baldur's Gate 2. And of course, with long breaks in between those hours that go by, so we can enjoy ourselves as well as human beings.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and lead us out here. You guys can hang around, because I think we got a couple of more things to discuss. We got 10 minutes left here on the stream. You can hang out with me while we do this. And let me get the stream scene going here. There we go. The adventure is ending for now, but Fireforge, Lenthal, and Bidoof here. There's been some big news recently in the Owlcat lands. You've been following the news about the upcoming expansion in Season 2 for Rogue Trader, and of course Dark Heresy, a standalone CRPG game set in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. Are you guys excited for that? Thoughts, reactions?
I'm very excited. I mean, I think I've become a very big Owlcat fan over the years. Honestly, I would have preferred a different IP. As I've said many, many times before, I'm, traditionally a high fantasy guy myself, and that's where I'm most comfortable, but obviously I have enjoyed this game very, very much, and I'm not upset about revisiting the Grimdark.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for you, Fireforge. I can imagine you were pretty pumped when Owlcat dropped news about Dark Heresy. Ubadoof.
Okay, I think I gave a little bit of my thoughts when it came out in the Wyvern's Lair. As much as I've heard nothing but great things about Dark Heresy as far as like a TTRPG system, and what it is based off of the system they did that Fantasy Flight did years and years ago. This is, and of course it's been discontinued. That's all good Fantasy Flight systems. That's just how it is. I really wish we could have gotten an exploration with Warhammer Fantasy. It would have been nice, but I know 40K is the bread and butter of Games Workshop. I believe Rogue Trader was also financially a huge success for Owlcat. I think it ended up being bigger than the Pathfinder games. But so I get it. I just kind of wish it was Warhammer Fantasy. That's all what it comes down to.
Fair
but
enough.
I am excited about this. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
Linthal. Go ahead, Badoof.
And Rogue Trader is responsible for me getting into 40K as a universe. So I'm excited to see what more is going on.
I did not know that Rogue Trader was your introduction to the IP. I'd assumed you.
Not really my introduction, just more like now I actually care about it, because most of what my interaction has been was with the Grand Strategy games, or so basically like Dawn of War, and then my college friends who were really into the minifig stuff that I never could get into because I didn't want to drop $500
on plastic. I understand. I understand your pain there, or your concerns. What about you, Linthal?
I mean, I'm looking forward to playing with y'all. I've got so much of my backlog. It'll probably just be a game with everybody else.
So I'm with you on all 3 points, Linthal. I'm excited. I'm hoping, and I'm almost 100% positive that Dark Heresy will have a strong multiplayer component, as many of the Owlcat games have had in recent years. And I think that one reason why Rogue Trader and games like Rogue Trader and Baldur's Gate 3 have been as successful as they have been is because of the ability to invite friends to game with you. Sven Vink has been on record saying how they feel like that's a very valuable component for any game that they make moving forward. So there's no doubt that we may be able to venture forth with Dark Heresy together as an adventuring party, which would be fantastic. And to the fact that they didn't go with Warhammer Fantasy, I kind of understand your point there, Badoof. I think that Warhammer 40K is a much larger IP right now, with a much larger sort of recognition amongst the hobbyists that kind of help sort of propel sales for a game set within that element of the IP. I also kind of feel, Fireforge, that one reason why they may have went with Warhammer 40,000 again is because they are developing 2 games simultaneously. We now know Dark Heresy is one of them. They have not announced a second, and I strongly suspect that likely will be a fantasy game set within their own IP. That's just my guess.
That would be very exciting.
But we'll see.
It's also
I could be wrong.
It's also a next logical step for that team, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. And you kind of want to, whenever possible, and I think this is also important for Larian as well at this point in where they are as a studio, you don't want to hook the success of your studio on an IP that you don't own. That could
Mhm.
become very precarious for you if for whatever reason you can't get that IP for whatever reason for a follow-up game, right? So it's always a
Absolutely.
yeah. So we'll see. But Linthal, Bidoof, Fireforge, as always, a joy to game with you all. I'm looking forward to returning back to Faerun with you in Forgotten Realms in a couple of weeks. Until then, you all take care. All those Layersons out there in the Stygian Abyss, thank you so much for joining us here at the Wyvern's Lair. I am Dungeon Master Wyvern. We are playing Rogue Trader. See you for the next adventure soon.